Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. On behalf of Logical Solutions, I extended a warm welcome to this webinar titled Integrated AI in SolidWorks, a new era of CAD design. The engineering world is witnessing transformational shift, but not in the form of new CAD interface or isolated plugins, but through AI-powered intelligence deeply integrated into the core design workflow. SolidWorks has always been built around designers. Now with AI, it is beginning to think with the designers. Today's session is designed to give you a clear, practical understanding of how newly embedded AI tools in SolidWorks accelerate concept development, reduce repetitive tasks, improve consistency, and increase engineering throughput. Without compromising the familiarities of CAD experience, let's get started with high-level overview of AI toolkits introduced in SolidWorks. SolidWorks now includes 6 core AI-powered productivity accelerators, each addressing a specific bottleneck in a design cycle. First one is a command predictor, where SolidWorks predict your next possible command that you going to use in your designs. Next one is a image to sketch AI. So this image to sketch AI will convert your images to the sketch. Previously also it is there, but from new version of SolidWorks, it is evolved with the mechanisms also. Next, design assistance for selection, where it assists you for different selections based on your requirement, and smart insert components and auto-generated drawings and Aura a virtual companion. So collectively, these tools target 3 key outcomes. First one, reduction of manual and repetitive work, improvement in accuracy and design consistency, and acceleration of design to manufacturing turnaround. We'll explore this technology in detail. So let us start with the command predictor. So with this, the command predictor AI powered tool, which is a great AI powered tool where it can enhance your user productivity and anticipating your next possible feature. For example, if you're wishing to draw a rectangle, so SolidWorks give the option to choose the sketch. Once the sketch command is selected, it will give the geometry, which geometry you are going to add. Once the geometry is added, whether you're going for dimensions or fillets, it will give the suggestions like that. Once you're done with your sketch, which 3D geometry you are going to use, whether you are going to use extrude, revolve. You have done the extrude, it will give the suggestion for the fillets, whether you are going for add the fillets or holes. So like that, it going to predict your next possible command for your designs. So this ultimately eliminates the need of repeatedly navigating menus, significantly reducing the search time during the long design sessions, especially for the new and mid-level experience. Those who are working on repeated modeling sequence are designers frequently switching across varied project types. So let us see this enhancement in real, how this option will look like. So from here, my colleague, Mr. Prithvi, will take it through hands-on session. Prithvi, you can continue.
Okay, thank you, Srinivas. Good afternoon, everyone. Coming to command predictor. So command predictor is similar to our chat box AI or WhatsApp AI. For example, if you type any 2-3 letters from any word, so the chat box AI or WhatsApp AI recognizes the 2 letters and gives you relevant word related to the 2 letters. So similarly, SolidWorks also recognizes your work design intent and design workflows and gives you the relevant topmost commands that you are going to use for your next operations. So if you want to access the command predictor in desktop, so simply move your cursor to the command manager tab. From that, you can access your command predictor tab. So you can see here, before doing anything, SolidWorks gives you some of the basic commands that you want to use. So for example, if I want to use sketch command here, I'm going to the sketch environment. So I'm drawing one rectangle, one simple rectangle here. So you can see here, after drawing rectangle, command predictor predicts the next operations, like if you want to constrain the entire geometry or if you want to add some fillets, like that it will give on. So I'm going to add some smart dimensions here. So from exiting the sketch environment, so you can see here, after exiting the sketch environment, the command predictor predicts our next steps and gives you at most top 7 commands that you are going to use for your next operations, like extrude boss, revolve boss, or structural member, or base planes, like that it will give. So This is all about command preview in desktop. For example, if you want to access the command preview in cloud option, let's see how it will happen. So you can see here, if you want to access the command preview in cloud XDesign, firstly you should have the XDesign app. So from the XDesign app, you can access the command preview from the tools action bar. So from the tools action bar, you can simply press the drop down here. So you can access it from here, user assistant drop down menu. So similar to the desktop version, SolidWorks Cloud also give the same type of things. So this is all about the command preview. So let's move on to Srinivas.
Yeah. So these are the great command where it can predict your next possible options which you're regularly using. And this option is available for both SolidWorks and 3D Experience SolidWorks both. So this is currently in a beta version. So how this going to be real advantage like, so what are the regularly we are using commands, like for example the regular workaround what that we are using. So based on your regular workaround, it will automatically suggest us for the next possible commands. So once you use your SolidWorks regularly, so based on your usage, it will automatically save what are the repeatedly using commands, and it will give the suggestions for us. So like that, it will be evolved. So next, let us move on to the next AI feature, that is AI driven image to sketch. So normally from image to sketch, we have this option in SolidWorks earlier version also, but it is only restricted to only a simple geometry tracing. Again, so we have to do manual tracing individually, and then we have to club everything. Like we have to use that sketch. But from from the latest version of 3D Experience, so we have a automatic AI-driven image to sketch where it can automatically trace all the edges, and also with if you have any mechanism kind of equipments, it will trace that mechanism also. Not only the mechanism, all the dimensions, everything it can trace. So it can trace and can easily give to our sketch. So with this, we can eliminate the need of manual tracing and producing a fully constrained manufacturing ready sketches that intelligently recognize radius, holes, and symmetries. The future significantly accelerates the traditional idea sketch model workflow and allows real world inspiration. So let us see this enhancement. Let us see this option in live.
So this image to sketch bridges the gap between 2D images to 3D models. Like the SolidWorks AI determines the image and tracing the entities in the image, and it should give the sketch entities. So let's look at an example for detailed understanding of image to sketch. So if you want to access this command, firstly you should fix the image. For that purpose, we have a command called insert picture here. So just click the browse files here. So I'm going to draw this base plane. So for that purpose, I'm fixing it. So after inserting the image, after browsing the image, you should select one plane, like front plane or XY plane or YZ plane or whatever the plane you're going to fix that image. So I'm going to select here XY plane. So after selecting XY plane, if you want to readjust the image, you can do it. Or if you want to orient the image, you can also do it. So as of now, I don't want to do any orientation or adjustment. So I'm simply pressing OK here. So after fixing the image, to access the image to sketch option, so we have two ways. The firstly, you can access it from the feature manager design tray by simply right clicking the picture. So you can access it from here. So or else you can access it from the tools option and the image to sketch drop down. So you can access it in two ways. So I'm going to access it from here. So after accessing it, so this image to sketch not only convert the tracing the entities in the image, it can also add the some of the basic 2D mechanisms also. So after selecting it, you need to select the sketch plane, in which plane you are going to convert those images into sketch entities. So I'm again going to select the XY plane here. So after selecting XY plane, you can generate the preview here. So SolidWorks takes some time to process it. After processing it, it will give the required sketch entities.
See, not only detects the normal geometry, it can also detects the mechanism. If you have any mechanism also, so we can include this 2D mechanism before tracing that. So by including this 2D mechanism and trace, it will give the all the mechanism which we have.
Okay, now you can see here, you just need to put a minimal effort to fully define this sketch. Though this is one good advantage in future generations. You can see a lot more enhancement in image to sketch. That's all about the image to SketchUp capability.
Yeah.
So
with this image to sketch option, so you can eliminate lot of tracing, manual tracing and recreating work. But as of now, this option is only available for the X design. So 3D experience X design software only. It is not with the SolidWorks. So desktop version SolidWorks. So it is with the cloud-based application only. Okay. So now let us move on to the next option, like design assistance for selection. So generally normally in traditional SolidWorks, if you go for any fillet, if you are going to apply for any fillet, if you select one particular edge, so SolidWorks will give you the couple of suggestions. So what are the sequence of edges that we can select? What are the different edges we can select? It will give the different combination of selections for us. It will give the predetermined combination selection for us. But this option is limited for fillets up to 2025. But from 2026, it was enhanced for chamfer also. For chamfer also, we can do this the same kind of application. But apart from fillets and chamfers, so now in 2026, so this option is also with the SolidWorks Cloud apps. So it is also extended for the weldment structure side. So while you applying a end caps or any other extrude something at the edge of the at the end of the corners, so that end caps also, it will give the different suggestion. For example, if you add a end cap for the one particular frame, by using this design assistance, SolidWorks AI will detect where are these end caps can be suitable, where are this same frame can be detected. So everywhere that end cap will be automatically positioned. So like that kind of design assistance we can provide. So this kind of design assistance for selection will eliminate the repeated multiple click geometry marking and improve the consistency across in symmetrical and component family models, and significantly reduce designers fatigue and conjugative load. In complex part and assemblies, this AI-based selection can reduce repeated selection time by 70 to 60 to 70%. So let us see how this enhancement will work in the cloud.
okay, let's see how this design assistant selection will work. So here we can see a weldment structure. So we all know the most time consuming activity in modeling is selecting repetitive edges and features and bodies. So for that purpose, SolidWorks came up with a new option called design assistant for selection. So it will automatically call to the repetitive edges, features and bodies. So for example, if you see here, a complete weldment structure with I sections and some of the square sections also. So you can zoom it here. I'm zooming it here. So you can see some of the end plates and end caps are present for some I sections and square section. If you want to replicate these positions for all I sections and square section, you need to spend a lot of time to replicate those positions in different kinds of I sections and square section. For that purpose, we have an option called design assistant for selection. So let's see how it will work. So you can just move your cursor over the end plate. So you can select the design assistant for selection in the pop-up. After selecting it, SolidWorks processes the entire weldment structure and gives you the most possible areas that you can replicate that end plate. So if you want, so you can see some of the sections are missing, like corners of the section is missing. So for that purpose, I'm going to select these end plate also. So now you can see the most of the replicating areas. So it will give most 8 areas that we can replicate our end plate. So similarly, Similarly, if you want to not only end caps, similarly not only end plate, similarly you can do end plates also. So I'm pressing here. So it shows 11 here now. So I'm also pressing this also. So you can see end 16 possible areas to replicate the end cap positions and end plate positions.
So by clicking that, it automatically add that end plates to that structures also. So this option will there is a with this option there is a lot of time saving. So previously what we have to do, we have to analyze the what is the distance between the two frames, and we have to do linear pattern. If it is a symmetrical bodies, we have to do mirror. So all these activities we have to do. But here there is no need of doing all these activities. Just by selecting all the end caps, whatever the end caps that we required, by doing this selection, if you add that, SolidWorks will predict the, if you can see here, if you can observe, if you select the edge end frame end cap, it only suggests the end cap and ending frames only. If you select the any end cap for the middle frame, it will give the suggestions for the middle frame only. So SolidWorks ultimately checking all the weld frame, and you will identify what are the common structural frames that we have in our design, and it will add to that frames only, not going for the another frames. So like this, it will ultimately saves our lot of manual efforts for creating the multiple end caps or gussets, these kind of things. You no need to do like linear patterns or mirrors, all these things. By using these design assistants, this option we can easily use. As I told, this option is also with the X-Frame, cloud-based X-Frame application. It is not with the SolidWorks right now, SolidWorks desktop license right now. Now, let us move on to the next capability. We have the insert smart components. So previously, if you want to use any toolbox library, for example, if you are creating your own custom library like bolts, nuts, washers, all these things. So previously, if you want to add a mates, either we have to add a manual mates, or we have to add a mate references for the individual parts. So we have to give the correct properties. We have to match the correct faces, like concentric, which faces to be concentric, which faces to be coincident. So like that, we have to go for the correct matchings. But so with that option only, by simply dragging and dropping of any component, so it automatically add to that particular position. But from SolidWorks 2026 onwards, no need to do all these repeated works. This option is specially for the hardware library like bolts, nuts, washers. So hardware library components only. So irrespective of whether you created a mate references or whether you use the same component in any other assembly or not. So by simply dragging and dropping any bolt or any washer to that particular hole, so it automatically detects the size, and it will automatically position. Even if you place to the another holes also, it won't detect. So that kind of AI technologies that SolidWorks introduced in the SolidWorks 2026. Here, if you can see, by just simply dragging and placing into the certain hole, it will detect and will position. If you are trying to add for the different holes also, it won't take. Why? Because the size is mismatching. So that kind of AI technology that SolidWorks 2026 used by using the insert components. As I told, this option is only applicable for the toolbox libraries. So let us see this enhancement and how it works in SolidWorks.
So now you can see here, if you want to use the toolbox library, previously in earlier versions, we need to create the mate differences for commonly used hardware called bolts, nuts, washers. So, but now in SolidWorks 2026, so we can add them without any mate differences. SolidWorks AI automatically adds the smart mates to the commonly used hardware like washers and bolts. So now we can see with an example here. I'm just placing this washer over here, circular diameter. So SolidWorks automatically detects the position and gives you the some of the mates to like coincident and concentric. So this will ensure the correct placement without any errors. So for example, if you can see here, if I open this washer body, so you can see there is no any mate differences for this washer body. So now in SolidWorks 2026, Without any mate differences, SolidWorks automatically adds the smart mates to the commonly used hardware called washers and bolts, nuts. That's it.
So even it also detects the circular shape. So if it is the diameter of this circle and washer hole matches, then only it will take. So otherwise it won't take. So it won't allow to add a mates over here. So without any mate reference also, we can add this kind of um, holes. So this capability is particularly valuable in machinery and automation equipments, sheet metal and fabrication structures that require a huge, that require large volume of fasteners and design environment that maintain reusable modular component library. So beyond improving the assembly speed, its a great benefit lies in the ensuring error-free and constraints-meeting relationship, especially when the designs are shared to downstream users for manufacturing, validation, and collaboration. So let us move on to the next great feature in AI, that AI-driven automatic generated drawings. So usually, so the major work for any designer for any industry lays on the drawings only. So we have to create a different views. We have to place the different dimensions. We have to create the annotations. We have to provide the complete manufacturing information. So this takes the lot of our man hours to get the perfect drawing. But from SolidWorks 2026 onwards, so it will eliminate some of your work. It's not a complete transformation can be happen from the your 2D part to 2D, sorry, 3D part to 2D drawing. It will give you a basic information like basic views, front view, top view, side view. So it will provide the basic views and section views, detail views, any other some basic views which might required for the drawing. It will provide that views with all the dimensions. So the basic dimensions, GD&T symbols, surface finish symbols, even if it is a assembly, complete BOM information, BOK information, complete most of the information completely provided by doing this auto generation drawings. So how this will happen, how the templates will be taken care, and how the BOM template will be taken care. So this all can be customized by your settings. So inside your settings, we have to place all your requirements. So what is the standard it has to follow? What is the drawing template it has to take? What is the BOM template? What is the revision table? What is the whole table? So based on that information, it will automatically collects all the information from your settings. So by using that information, SolidWorks will provide the complete drawings for us. So uh, let us see this enhancement in the live. And one more thing, this option is applicable whenever you have the cloud connected, like with SolidWorks desktop with the cloud connected. This option is eligible only for the combination of desktop SolidWorks with the cloud connected. So in a simple way, if you can if you can remember, like if you're an active SolidWorks customer, this option is eligible for this option is available for you. Why? Because that desktop cloud connected is available for the all the subscription active subscription customers. If you're an active subscription customer, this option is available for you. So let us see how this enhancement will, how this option will work in real time.
Okay, now we can see a mission part here. If you want to draw, if you want to generate the technical drawings manually, it will take a lot of time to relocate the slots and grooves. So it will take a lot of time. For that purpose, Autodesk came up with a new option called auto generate drawings. So by just one go, you can create the your technical drawings, but you just need to put a minimal effort to rearrange and to give the detailed annotation. Let's see how it will happen. So I'm going to press right click here. After pressing right click, you can access the auto generate drawings. So after pressing the auto generate drawings, so you need to select the entire part here. After selecting it, so SolidWorks takes some time to process it, and it will give the.
So here it won't give you selection for different options like so what is the drawing sheet, all these things. It won't give any option. It won't give any option for us. So it automatically collects the data from your settings. So in the settings, what are the options that you have placed? Like what is the drawing template you have placed, and what is the settings that you have placed? It will preserve all this, all the information from your settings, and it will give the drawings for us. Let us open the file. Let us see how the drawing will works. See, it will give the all the views. As I told, the views orientation, what is the scale proportionate. So everything we have to present in your settings first. So once you done everything, so SolidWorks will give the all the information. It will give the all the views, front view, top view, side view, even section views. It will provide the section views, even complete isometric view. So with all with annotation like GD&T symbols, dimensions. So it ultimately eliminates your lot of work. So no need to create a standard views, no need to provide the section views. So by using this information, by adding few more details, what are the information that you required, by adding those details, you can ready with your drawing details. So this not only limited to part, even this can be applicable for the draw assembly also. Let us see how this can be useful for assembly.
So now you can see here a universal joint. So similarly to the part, so you can access the auto-generated drawings from the feature manager entry. After that, SolidWorks takes some time to process it, and it will give the required. It will also add some of the BOM tables also for the assemblies. So let's see how it will create. So I'm opening the file here.
So it not only predicts the BOM, it will give the complete template. So these templates can be, you can put it in your settings, and all the buildings based on your template, all the buildings will also come automatically, and all the views also we can place automatically. This is how we can work with your drawings, automatic drawings very easily. So as I told,
so it will add some of the revision tables also based upon your templates. It will give the entire information regarding your template. So if your template having the BOM tables and revision tables, so according to your template, so it will give revision tables and BOM tables. So let's move on to the next capability.
Yeah. So as I told, this option is available whenever you are licensed in the active AMC. So why I'm telling is active AMC means this option will work on under SolidWorks desktop with cloud connected. We have a role like collaborative designer for SolidWorks. So with this, both the options with the SolidWorks desktop and with this role, this option will enable. So this role will be automatically eligible for the active subscription customers. That's why this option is available for all the active subscription customers. So now this option enables engineers to focus less on manual annotation and layout, and improve the documentation consistency across the teams, and ensure that designs update rapidly when last stage design changes. Let me move on to the presentation. Yeah, and importantly, automation does not restrict user control. Designers can still override, redefine, and add custom details at any point to meet projects or manufacturing requirements. So this is not like a fixed kind of thing. Even we can add any other changes that you required. So still you can able to add that changes in the your drawing sheet. So now let us move on to the last option. Last option with the AI tools, that is a AI virtual companion. So this AI virtual companion is similar like your Chat GPT or Gemini AI. So we have a AI assistants for using the SolidWorks commands. If you are doing any design, you have some particular doubt in your design, you can still ask your Aura. So what is the how we can provide, how we can do this command, how we can use this command. So with by providing that information, so Aura will give the step-to-step instructions how we have to do what are the steps we have to take, and if you have any resource to find out to helpful resource, this will also provide the all the helpful resources resource also. So See this aura is completely make a bridge the gap between the engineers and what engineers between what the engineers want to achieve and how CAD executes it, and empower users to make smarter context-aware decision rather than the simply producing faster models. So let us see this aura, how this aura will works, and this aura will also work for your in your desktop SolidWorks also, and again this aura also works under your active AMC.
So now you can see Aura is nothing but Aura is similar to our regional AIs like ChatGPT and Gemini and so on. Aura behaves like our regional AIs and also acts as a knowledgeable teammate, which observes your design intent and design workflows and helps you in tough situations. For example, if you don't know how to create a circular pattern or how to create a linear pattern, or if you have any doubt in commands or if you have any doubt in your design intent, you can just ask Aura. It will gather the entire information from your design intent and design workflows. It will give the required steps to follow you so that you can achieve your ultimate goal. So for example, if you see here, I just give a prompt to Aura how to do a circular pattern in SolidWorks. So after giving the prompt, the Aura will give you the required steps to use the circular pattern. Like from scratch to the top notch, it will give the basic step to the ultimate step. So it will give some of the steps to follow. So like that, if you ask any doubt in entire commands or entire workflows in your design intent, so you can ask Aura, and also it will give some sources. From these sources, you can access the.
So here it will provide us some website sources which was driven from SolidWorks. So by clicking this website resource, it will take into that web page and will give the detailed information. So where this resource is gathering, so all the information it will be provided. So it is not only restricted to SolidWorks, even it is there for the 3D experience also. So even in 3D experience also, we can use this Aura. So either what are the charts that we have given previously, all the charts will be preserved over here. Even if you want to create your new chart, we can create our new chart also. Even in earlier time, after some time, if you want to if you want to check your information, so your information can be stored in the Aura directly. So like this. So with this resource, with this Aura, you can get more knowledge by using commands. For example, let me open these files. The moment if you clicking that file, it will automatically take into our Dassault system user assistant. It will give the complete information for us. So like this, not only the information, it will also give the valuable sites, valuable websites where we got the more information about that particular option. So like this, Aura will help you to make your engineers understand better and get your productivity very faster. So these are the features that was inbuilt in SolidWorks 2026.